Hey, Soul Tribe. Let me let her out. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy, and then we'll see what the message that Spirit has for us. The past. The past always comes back. The past will always be discussed in the future. Remember that. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Knives. What somebody did in the past. Hey, Red Violet. How somebody tried to, cut out your, not so much your strength, but like the power that you had. You know, this is something that somebody. I feel like this is somebody that was connected to you. Somebody from the past. This is somebody that is of a high calling, though. This is like something that, Ten of Baskets, that's the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Coins. This is something has to do with the family. This has to do with a company, too, where you're supposed to be having equal give and take. Yeah, somebody was trying to cut out what you provided, your strengths. They was trying to just diminish what you do, you know. And this is like at a company or something, a group. This is something from that, maybe you've been there for a while, and you're supposed to be able to get yours and have that equal chance, but somebody wasn't trying to do that. And something happened. Something has happened so that you had to defend yourself. You had to call on your ancestors, and they showed up. It's like it had something to do with your stability and how somebody was supposed to be there to give you that equal give and take. But something about whether this is an offer, a start with this company or with this boss, something about this is giving somebody justice because they spoke the truth. They spoke the truth about somebody who was trying to lie on them about some actions that they took. This is somebody who was trying to mess with somebody else's, their stability, their stability, their happiness. They were doing this on the sly, thinking that they was going to slyly just, get you off kilter, off balance. But see, there was some type of message. Somebody gave some type of message or something. And that message is what had the information in it. It was like that's the thing that was the black and white. That's exactly what somebody needed. That was exactly what somebody needed. But see, this person was a fool because it was like the way that somebody did something, or the way they delivered it. They're feeling tension today. Yeah, because it's like they know that they did it wrong. They know they messed up. And they know that it's going to be seen, and they're going to have to be accountable for it. Because somebody's like, no, this is the lie. That's a lie. They was trying to lie on somebody. Hey, Tyreek. Hey, Beatrice. How are you? What's the message? Yeah, somebody was trying to lie on you, but you brought them proof. Solid proof. Now somebody's feeling all upset and regretful because they know they was caught. Yeah, they can't say nothing. They know they was caught. They was trying to bring you a tower. You brought them. You defended yourself. You defended yourself. You said, I need my stability. Mm-mm. And so, yeah, like I said, the boss is on your side. The boss is on your side. You brought that proof. Thank you, Tyreek. Yeah, somebody, them and somebody else was trying to create this little situation, trying to create this situation. But you know what? They didn't believe that you were sitting here, the high priestess, and very intuitive. And because you know what? You stayed to yourself. You remained to yourself. You didn't talk a lot. You didn't do none of that. So they thought that they could, overpower you. But see, somebody thought because maybe they was, they could spin a tail, and this is somebody who was going behind your back, and they thought they could spin a tail, about you to make it seem like you was not who the boss thought you was. Like I said, they was trying to spin a tail with that magician energy, you know, trying to make it seem like you wasn't who you really was, like you was just this hell raiser, you know. So it's like yeah, but daughter of baskets. Okay, so that's the page of cups, yeah. But see, it was like, and so that's what somebody was trying to do is create a certain picture, you know. At work. At work. But now, that same person that was trying to create a picture, that was the same person that was seen as the one that was uh, trying to schmooze with the risk taker. You know, sounds something about that. Yeah, and so they found out that actually what they was trying to do is the person that was in charge was the one that was trying to put these swords in you. The person that was in charge was the one that was trying to put the swords in you and trying to hold you back from being able to further your career, to go further in life by putting this negative shit out there about you, being in meetings and shit like that and pointing shit out. Oh no, they ain't doing that. They don't do that. No, they're not that good. And everybody around here sitting there listening and shit. But now some shit is on Paul, and so because it was because of that, it was like halting your career. You wasn't able to move forward, even though you sitting here performing like a star for the damn company. Okay, for the damn company, but you was just cool. You was cool. You was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just buy my time. I'm just gonna continue to do what I gotta do. I gotta climb up this mountain, to get to the top. I still gotta work, I'm gonna do that. But you couldn't understand why. You couldn't understand why. And now somebody's having to look at that. They having to take a close look at that. What they're seeing is somebody created a situation to cause you these burdens. They see that, you know what? You didn't deserve that because you've been balanced, dependable, stable, this, that, and the other the entire time. Truth is, you were a leader. That's the truth. You are a leader. You're not afraid to go with the flow, to start something new, to volunteer, to I'll do it. Yep. But see, somebody wanted to change the opinion of how people saw you, because people saw you like, yeah, we for you. Somebody wanted to change the opinion of how they saw you because somebody was all being jealous and shit, feeling insecure, feeling like they was trying to think of ways that they could get there, faster than you. Like they had a point to prove, What else, Brett? Thank you. Yeah, see, now everybody's looking at, wait a minute, now everybody sees how they was trying to create a situation to make it seem like, it was one thing, but it was really something else. And why they were trying to do it all out of control of the situation, the jealousy or whatever. And they seeing that, you know what, the whole time, because they're looking at you and you wasn't even worried. You wasn't studying them or nothing, but they worried about you. You was not worried. You wasn't even thinking about them. You was just doing whatever you had to do. And they were so worried about you. Yes, they were so worried about you. That's why they were sitting here. I'm telling you, somebody at work sitting here spying on you. Sitting here spying on you. Trying to see what they can come up with. What you gonna come up with? What you spying on? What's somebody doing? Absolutely nothing. If you that bored that you got to spy on somebody, hey James and Biscuit, if you that bored you got to spy on somebody, you have no life. See, so it's supposed to have been like this person was supposed to have been in a position where they had that equal give and take, gave equal opportunity. But instead, this was somebody who did not. They created blockages. They created a heartache. This was they're supposed to provide equal opportunity. And so, but you know what? They didn't like it because they felt like you were just sitting back chilling like, well, I got everything I need already, so I'm good. I can maintain. I'm not gonna sit here and chase after nobody or do nothing crazy or whatever. See, this is that person who didn't like that you were complete already with or without them. Yeah, see, people see how you had to protect yourself, how you had to stand up for yourself. They see that. They see that. Yeah, see, that's why they had to do this. They had to get down with this investigation with the Father of Knives. find out, was somebody really trying to cut down somebody else's opportunities? Confirmation. Yeah. And now this person is sitting there trying to figure out what can they do? What can they do? What's their next plan? Because they figure that they're going to have to leave. They are going to have to leave. And they are very concerned about that shit. We got 2112 in the chat right now. Yep. See, the shit that they planned for you was coming back on them. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm telling you, somebody was sitting here spying on you. But you know what? They didn't get nothing. They didn't get nothing. Okay? There was nothing for them to get. There was nothing for them to get. Yeah, see now, like these people, they celebrated too soon. They thought it was a wrap. They thought it was a real a done deal. They celebrated too soon. They did not know the judgment was going to come. And now they sitting here, wait. They're confused because they was like, well, we thought it was a done deal. But no, that shit didn't even work. Judgment is here. That shit was stopped. That shit did not work. Okay? Because somebody got involved. Somebody had to look at this. So a professional who has to be able to calm a situation down because they see that somebody had this idea, this plan, how they was going to trip somebody up. They was going to cause some burdens for somebody. They was going to try and do somebody so dirty. They was going to stop any and all forward progress, within that company. But luckily, the big boss, not just the big boss, but the big boss's boss. The big people everybody got involved and listened and know that this person was telling the truth. Know that this person was telling the truth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, exactly, James. So yes, and now somebody that was sitting here, all those lies, all that gossip, all that bullshit that they spread about you, that same shit got them caught. They stuck in that. They can't move nowhere except to look at themselves in the mirror about some shit that they didn't started. Okay? They spread all that gossip about the star. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the people that they was working with, the people that was working with, now they want to be, oh man, we can be forgiven, would you forgive us, we're sorry, we really didn't know, we really didn't, we didn't know, what somebody was trying to do, we really didn't, like we didn't know that they was trying to, stop your forward progress, and your career. Yeah, somebody was trying to end your career. I want to be saved. Do you now? Well, I want to be a millionaire. What's the message? Thank you. Thank you. Yep, the truth about what somebody tried. The truth about what somebody attempted. And who did what. The one who was like, I'll jump in the water with the alligators. Give me the stick. Give me the stick. I'll do it. I don't care. I'm used to poking alligators. You know, all this because somebody was like, okay, I got this plan. I got a plan. But see, now I hope they really got a plan because now they're being asked to leave. Them and that plan. They didn't think about that part. See, because somebody didn't think that you had protection. They saw you by yourself. They didn't see people back here because those are your ancestors. I'm telling you, you had all your ancestors with you. You was running 50, 11 deep. Okay? Your ancestors love you. Your ancestors are going to be there to protect you and your ass. Because they realize everything that you've been through, and they said, you deserve the absolute best, and we're not going to even have you even worry about it. 3113 in the chat. Lickety cat. Don't jump back. See, somebody realizes now your strength. Somebody realizes everything that you knocked back on down. They didn't realize how strong you was. Yeah. But this company, they doing their background check too. They're looking too. But what they're looking at is this person, the person that was coming up after you, and what they was doing, okay, for their jollies, and how they was living their life. You see what I'm saying? So that's when they started saying, oh, wait a minute here. We got an issue. Somebody ain't living right. Somebody ain't doing what they said they really was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So now somebody want to be all in their feelings. Now they want to be all with regret because everything that they planned for you didn't work. That's too bad. Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag, how are you? Mm-hmm. See, they didn't know that, you know what? You are the chosen one. You like the one, like God's favorite. You the star. You know, you the one that's supposed to be protected. You know, some type of they thought that they thought that it's like somebody thought that their plan was coming to fruition. It was just a matter of time, and they could just sit back and relax, and things was gonna come on in. But they're confused. They're confused because you balance some shit out. It's like you made a call. You made one phone call. Mm-hmm. You made one phone call, and that was that. So they're wondering, like, who are you? Thought you knew. I don't know why I put those cards right back in there. Too late now. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, this is you. It's the same two cards. All you had to do was make a call. All you had to do was make a call. That was it. You was like, hold on. Something ain't right. Don't make me go to this phone booth. Don't make me go to this phone booth. Yeah, somebody thought that they could put too much pressure on you. They could direct how your life was gonna go, how your career was gonna go. Like your career was not gonna move forward if they said it was not gonna move forward. You put an end to that shit quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry. Okay? Now somebody's getting justice. Karma's coming back to hit their ass because they know you was telling the truth when it came to how somebody was sitting here lying on you, spreading mistruths, throughout the company. And you sitting there expecting shit to happen, and this person purposely not making shit happen, purposely trying to halt your career. Yeah. You knew how to protect yourself. Now this person they feel all sad and everything. Oh well, because this tower done hit. They want to sit there and say, I'm sorry. But you know what? They can't because they have a history of the same shit. So keep that apology, keep that little tender embrace and shit. Someone like, no, because I remember whenever you did this shit the last time, we had this same conversation before. Someone is like, this is just how you like to get down. But the head of this company said, no, I had to get an attorney. Something about, I feel like somebody is going to be offered some money. I feel like somebody's going to be offered, some money. Because they know that somebody held you back and they did you wrong. They singled you out. They know that somebody singled you out. And they afraid that, you may go back and reflect on that shit and say, you know what? And be all up in your feelings one day and be like, fuck that. I'm going to court. And then all of a sudden, they get to this communication, about how somebody did you wrong, how you all up in your feelings and shit. And now you can't work and nothing anymore. All you can do is be a beekeeper and shit like that. And they know that the court would give you a lot of money. And they know you wouldn't have to do nothing because they know that you would already prove your case. All you got to do is sit back and sit back. What else, Spirit? Yeah, this company knows how strong of a case you got. They know how strong of a case you have. So they definitely want to step in and do something. Okay, so this one is stepping in, and he talking to this one about, hey, you the one who's bringing the drama. You brought drama, trying to get somebody else tripped up, you know, and trying to affect somebody's money and get them all in their emotions and stuff like that. Especially by going around spreading lies so that somebody doesn't get an equal opportunity at a move up the career ladder. It's like somebody was trying to control somebody else's happiness. Yes, indeed. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody was trying to do some sneaky shit. This could be at work. This could be, to affect your stability. This could be at home. Somebody was trying to do some sneaky ass shit. But you know what? It was like not even a reflection of you. It's actually a reflection of them. Yes. And somebody's sitting back thinking about that shit now. They thinking about all that shit that they thought that they was going to do. And for whatever reason, they thought they was going to be able to get something. Like what? Like what? Now somebody cannot rest at all. They cannot rest at all. They can't. Oh, prayers being unanswered. They keep calling up to heaven. They keep pushing it to go to voicemail. Because they know the boss is going to want to talk to them. Is going to want to talk to them. And what they're going to talk about is not only their future, but them, had the position that they always wanted. They was in a position they always wanted. And so, but now they got to talk about their future. And how everything is going to be on a standstill. But before they really talk about their future, they want to ask, how come this person hasn't been able to proceed forward? How come you never presented any opportunities for this person? Like this person was, ready and great qualities and this, that, and the other. But it's like you always trip this person up, or people could see how you was always trying to trip this person up. Hey, Deborah. Somebody want to know. They're like, we got some questions. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Anything else? Oh, so these came in upside down. 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman. So someone is not getting their wish fulfillment for sure. The Wheel of Fortune is turning out of their favor. And now they was trying to trip you up. It's tripped them up, and they see things from a totally different point of view now. They are totally enlightened and awake. And this person is sitting here wondering how the hell you saw what the fuck they was trying to do. They truly didn't know that you truly was and are an earth angel. They trying to figure out how the hell. They didn't know it was your ancestors that moved you forward, that was standing behind you, protecting you. And all they could still see was you. They still couldn't see your ancestors right here. Your ancestors telling them, look, we beat your ass once, we will beat your ass again. And they sitting here looking at you with your arms to your side, like, yeah, what's going on? What's up? Not even looking bothered. No look on your face at all, like, what's up? I ain't got time to play. I'm moving forward with or without you. You know? Somebody's looking confused, like, how did they even know that we was trying to shank them? Did they get a call or something? Who told? Who said what? Everybody like, no, you say nothing. You say nothing. Yeah, you say nothing. Bottom of the deck, the plan. See, somebody just thought they was going to have this perfect plan. They was going to send this one in. They was going to swoop, hit, pop, and come on out and everything else. Okay, James. Yep. But see, somebody saw that, and that's when they got caught up. Somebody saw that. And somebody got some evidence. They holding some precious evidence, and that's when they said, oh, wait a minute, you may have to go to jail. Hold up. Yeah, because they said, you know what? You was trying to cause heartache. You was trying to keep some, opportunities back from somebody. You was trying to do shit, create something to win at all costs. All costs. And so now, like I said, at work, there may be this investigation. Somebody may have to be let go. They may have to go somewhere else because of their lack of integrity, lack of following company guidelines, and they're looking at them and the people that they worked with. See, everybody's getting a letter. They made a judgment call. Everybody's getting a letter. Everybody anticipates that they're going to have to leave. Everybody that was involved, they anticipate they're going to have to leave. Yep. Because they did their investigation and they know exactly who did what. So, yep. That Wheel of Fortune. They went back. They saw when this started and everything else, and they saw who was the mastermind to create the whole plan. So, what's the message? Yep, it's everything is out in the open now. Everything is out in the open. They're just still collecting evidence right now. They're going through emails, text messages, IMs, all that shit. Collecting messages. Collecting evidence. What else there? Yep. Somebody. Oh, and so she found out about who this person was too, who took it upon themselves And they in trouble too. Yep, somebody gonna sit there and say they found out that somebody lied. They found out that somebody lied. I'm telling you, all this evidence is dropping everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Wait a minute, somebody, and it's creating a tower moment. Listen, somebody gonna try, look for somebody to call in sick on Monday. They're gonna try and ghost the whole situation. Yes, I'm telling you, they're gonna try and ghost the whole situation. Look for them to try and call in on Monday, because they don't want to come in. They don't want to face it. Hold on, let me get these cards. They do not want to face it. I'm telling you. But they cannot stop this judgment from happening. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to see if they can stop judgment. No, baby. That Wheel of Fortune, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. You did it to yourself. Someone is like, damn it. They're going to find out that somebody lied on you. Big time. I'm telling you, somebody going to see if they're going to tell this person it's time for you to go. Yes, indeed. They was looking and they see exactly when, they was trying, exactly what they was trying to do to turn the situation and who was doing what. They see that. That's when they said, no, we got to make this shit right. We got to make this shit right. Trust and believe. Some shit is over. Something is truly over. And someone knows it. Not only do they know it, but somebody is praying. They are praying. And their prayer is that when they go to work again, that all these skeletons don't start popping up out the water. But, and they was trying to ask, yeah, well, is there anything I can talk about over the phone? I can answer over the internet. They're like, no, well, I'll just wait until I see you. Wait until I see you on Monday. Oh, well, I may not be able to come in on Monday because my dog is graduating from K9 Academy, and that's when the graduation, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take, so it's just going to take the entire day. Oh, sure, no problem. I'll just see you on Tuesday. And tell Ruffy, congratulations, roof, roof. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. They're like, no, don't worry about it. Trust and believe. By the time you get here to work, that's when you're going to know, your shit is over. We done did a whole investigation on you. And we going to feel that, you need to go ahead and just go on down the river. Keep on going. What's the message? Yeah, because see, somebody was trying to, when it came to your stability, when it came to your independence, they were trying to snake you. They were trying to be sneaky. Like I said, they just didn't know you was going to make a call. You was going to make a call and talk to somebody that liked you, that respected you. Because you and this person had shared in emails and IMs and stuff like that, and had good rapport in the first place. See, they didn't know that. They didn't know that. And I'm gonna tell you, when the information started coming in about, what was going on, somebody was like, wait, are you sure? Because they had a totally different picture of somebody. And then they started realizing, oh, that person is a fucking beast. Yeah, they started realizing, they thought that this is one person. No, this is a totally different type of person. Just gonna try and do it at all costs. And they started waiting. That's when they was like, okay, wait a minute. Let's stop some shit here. Let's get some legal involved. Let's get HR involved. Let's do some shit. That's when the ball dropped. That's when everybody scattered. When the company said we need to do an investigation, a deep investigation, and we looking at everything, every piece of information shared on IM, email, whatever, they're looking at it all. They are looking at all of it. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Not a damn thing. Spirit said, let life take its course. Because it is all coming out. How somebody was presenting as one way, but really was another way behind the scenes, causing all types of hell. I feel like trying to keep you stuck in a position. But they didn't expect you to have watched that YouTube video. Everybody was kung fu fighting like 52 times in a row to know those moves, did they? They didn't expect that shit, but you did. So you was able to defend yourself. Yep. See, and what comes around goes back around. See, they didn't expect that shit. Especially the person that, how long you have been there, the good job that you do, and what you do, and everything else. And plus the fact that this person, I feel like this person has had a reputation of doing this shit before for a while now. People have been watching this person like that for a while. Like this person just has that type of reputation. Yeah. So now answers were finally coming out to questions that they just kind of let fester for a while. But no more festering, because these answers are coming out. The truth is coming out. And this company said, yeah, we need to know everything we need to know so that they can make sure they take care of this entire situation and leave no stone unturned. They want to heal this. They don't want you to feel like you was neglected, left out, overseen, unseen, none of that shit. None of it. They want you to know that, hey, first and foremost, any and all gossip, any and all rumors, any and all bogus documentation that was set forth to harm you, to hurt you, that shit is dead. Don't even worry about that shit. That shit ain't even, that's a non-motherfucking factor. And we know about this person and the flying funky monkeys who was trying to suck up so that they could get ahead, But we understand that, and they think you bad, because it's like you understood and you recognized how somebody was trying to create burdens for you, and you was looking unbothered. You saw him with your third fucking eye. Unbothered. But they know they don't want you to walk away. Because you walk away, then you've taken this evidence with you. And they know that everybody will be looking at you like, you know what? They like you. They on your side. Because you didn't do anything wrong. You the empress. Plus, they know that you will get everything that you deserve because somebody else tried to keep you out in the cold. Mm-hmm. You better be careful. Yes. A company. Mm-hmm. Something about that company that I feel like these people, they celebrated too soon. They celebrated too soon, honey. Because let me tell you something. When it came out who it was, they said, no. We got to have some balance. We got to have some balance. The only way to balance this situation out is that we got to put a barrier between us and you. So we're on this side, and you're going to have to go on about your business. And they're going to be like, well, what about oh, no, they're still with the company. No. They're still with the company. Yeah. See, somebody was trying to cause somebody else some pain, but that shit came back on them. Hey, Addie. Yes. So that little plan that they thought that everything was coming in, it was just a matter of time. It was a matter of time to them. A matter of time to them, and only them, for lying on you. Bold-faced lying. You weren't even studying them. That's the whole thing. You weren't even doing nothing. Not doing nothing to them. Shit, you just going to work. That's it. Just going to work. Bottom of the deck. Now they all worried. I don't know what for. I don't know what for. Because they was coming up after you. And all you did was have true intentions. See, somebody was trying to create a whole situation, lying and shit, trying to create a whole situation from the past. All because they had these plans about your money. Mm-hmm. Now they upset and sorry for trying to take your joy away. Yeah. Somebody was sitting here trying to stop your forward progress. They was getting in the way in every which way they could. They was holding back from presenting opportunities to you. They did not want to see you grow. Mm-hmm. They was holding back and saying that they didn't feel that you would be a great part, to be part of this organization or whatever. So it was like nobody, sorry, ever made you a serious offer. Knowing that, to be honest, they didn't want everyone to see the star that you are. But that shit is over. Now their ass is out in the cold. Everybody sees how it was because of their ego that they was trying to stab you in the back. Because of their ego, their jealousy, them feeling insecure. But you know what? Judgment was called on them. Their secrets was found out. Their lies was found out. Mm-hmm. What the actions that somebody did without thinking, that was shown. Because you followed your intuition. You followed your intuition and went back and got some additional communication, and sent that on. Yes, sent that on and talked about it. Sent on some email or whatever, and that's what put everything to rest. That's what put everything to rest and into perspective too. Mm-hmm. That's what put everything into rest and into perspective. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody they want to run away, but they can't. They know they're about to get fired instead. Yeah, because of their actions. Because of their actions. Yep. The big boss at work is going to be the one telling them, oh, hell no. Mm-hmm. This money that they thought that they was going to have getting by tomorrow, they're like, nah, you can kiss that shit goodbye. That ship is on its way out. That money's on that ship too. And now they're going to be all upset. Oh, wait. You know, they're going to start having problems at home. Their ancestors are so upset with them. Any opportunity that they had, people are leaving, people are holding back, people are not trusting them, people are watching their money and shit. But now everybody's looking at you like you the chosen one, you the one that they should have chosen. Like now he ready to come in. You see how he was always away at battle. Now here he is to save the damn day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now he see you the star that you are. He want to build a house with you now. Now they want to add you to the team. Yep, because you broke that curse. You told them the truth. You showed them that was some bull diggity shit. And how somebody was trying to purposely harm and hurt you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. The boss was like, no. Don't. I don't need you to take off to go to the K9 graduation. I need you to come in. It's very important that we speak. They know what's coming. Mm-hmm. They know what's coming. They know that they tried to single you out. They tried to cause you a hardship, burdens, obstacles, trials, and tribulations. Put a bad mark on your name for no fucking reason. Mm-hmm. Boss man see that. And they don't look happy. They don't look happy at all. Because they're thinking about that money. They're thinking about their empire. What it took for them to get this shit. How long it took for somebody to carve this damn gold chair with these gold fucking wings. And somebody else gonna act like a fucking fool and squander this shit away. Mm-hmm. And see, they didn't know that you was a high priestess. You told them. You said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't believe you. And see, they thought that they was going to watch you and gossip about you. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Watch me. Gossip. I want you to. And then whenever it's repeated back to you, I want you to shut the fuck up. See? You got a communication, good news coming in. Can't make this up. Good news is coming in. Mm-hmm. But everybody that gossiped about you, they don't think it's good news for them. But for you, it's good news. Because they're going to see that you told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. How somebody was purposely ignoring you and leaving you out, stopping you from having opportunities so that your ship can come in. They thought you was such a fucking fool that you didn't understand or wouldn't realize, well, how come I never get a chance? How come I never do this? How come I never do that? Because somebody was all in their pride and ego, wanted you to come begging to them, wanted you to come, groveling. Oh, please, please, please. Now it's funny that this person is kind of groveling because they understand the responsibility for them going on the wrong path, for them choosing the wrong path. How the wheel of fortune is turned in your favor because this person didn't know who you were. They didn't know that you were so balanced, poised, that you could deflect, that you had listened and watched the video on YouTube. Everybody was kung fu fighting 52 times in a fucking row in the same day. You knew all the moves. What's the message, Spirit? So, also, like, you're finding out that this person been doing this for a while now. This has just been this person's MO. They've been doing this for a while, and it's like they for whatever reason now this person is trying to like beg for their job because they don't want their momentum to stop. They don't want their forward movement to stop. Somebody's begging for their job. They're asking for forgiveness, especially after causing harm to you whenever you never caused harm to anybody else. You spoke love and light, but they were sitting there saying you was the cause of and the problem of this and that. Hi, LJ. How are you? Yep, somebody wanted to gossip about you. Somebody wanted to have something to say. And you knew what they was doing. You knew what they were saying. That's why you kept to yourself. But like I said, you already had everything that you needed. That's why you didn't have a problem singing by yourself. But see, they was all up in their feelings and everything else, all jealous, looking at you like, because you sitting there, and quiet as it's kept, you was giving them the bird. But they knew that, and here they are, all in their feelings and stuff, trying to mean mug you and shit. You weren't even looking at them, you know. But they were sitting here holding back, holding back what was due to you, holding back, trying to get into your inheritance. Let's see. There's some type of legal communication that's coming. Some legal communication that is coming. They're gonna tell somebody, you probably better go get ahead and get you some defense. Find somebody to represent you, to defend you. You're gonna have to find like some legal defense, because somebody's like they know there's nothing they can do to help this person. There's nothing they can do to help this person. This person can just go on. And all they can do is just hope and pray that somebody don't take everything that they own. Like I said, when they did that investigation, they saw that person had been a snake for a long time, and they've been doing this for a while. And it was finally time for this cycle to close. It was time, and they was selective on who they gave to and who they held back from. Mm-hmm. Yep. At work, they was, they had their little favorites that they would give a bigger piece of the pie. Maybe this person didn't even deserve it. But see, they didn't want you to ever be invited to the party. Never be invited to management or this or that, because they didn't want you to outshine them. They didn't want that. And that was the biggest thing that they was worried about. That's why they said they was gonna try and put an end to you, but but somebody else put an end to that. They tried to cross you out, but they got crossed out. And that's judgment. I feel like that was just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. Look for somebody to call off on Monday. They're going to be like, I'm feeling really under the weather. I really pulled a muscle. I this and I that. And they lying. They just don't want to face the music. See what the message is. For you, that painful period is over. Because you know what, you've always been drama free. And you don't have a problem standing your ground, especially whenever you went and told somebody that you want a divorce. You like, what is all this for? What is all this chaos for? Because see, somebody was thinking in theory that you was going to be this way, but somebody was like, they was trying to create shit like like bullshit, like you and them go back and you and them have a history, whatever. No, This person was toxic, very toxic. They needed to do something with their inner child, See, this person didn't like the fact that your power was growing, and they felt like less than. And plus, maybe they didn't like you because of your beauty and your wealth or whatever, what they imagined you to have. But this is somebody who would try and love bomb you in your face and then, stab you behind your back. They didn't like the fact that you was part of divine lineage either. See, this is someone who has to understand that they got to be a part of their own rescue. They have to love themselves. Seriously, they have to love